Kratos is in the Lake of Nine and he's on a raven hunt. And these ravens are all classed as being in the Shores of Nine area. That's Tyr's temple over there, and if we turn around, this is the Vanaheim Tower. So I'm at the Vanaheim Tower end of the bridge, and we're just coming up to the end, and we're just going to curve around to our right, because the first flying raven, or the raven, is slowly circling in front of Thor's statue, and we can see it flying around here. So as you follow it round with the aiming device, it looks like it never actually targets. So we might struggle to hit the raven from here, so I'm just going to give it a couple of goes, and if it doesn't work out, I'm going to the you see, I think we're in the wrong place to hit this raven. Unfortunately, if you miss once, you have to wait for it to. You can either follow it round, or I like to just keep hold of the aiming button because I know where the axe has been, and you just time the raven so that hopefully. So I don't think this is the area to get this raven, so we're going to drop down on the lift. As always, there should be a boat. And there's an area we might be better going to, but the lift doesn't stop. It either is at the top or it's at the bottom. So let's get in our trusty boat, sail around to the left, and see what we can see where we can get to, where we can get a little bit higher. So we'll stop off at the lookout tower and head on up. We know where the raven is, it's just a case of finding the best spot to hit it from. So Kratos should be able to go up there. I don't know where that's it. So just in case we need to go a little bit further, I'll just hit them so we can come across. And the raven was, well, it was here, so I don't know where it's gone. Well, we'll keep going up, because if you remember, this is the same way to get to the first artifact. So we should be able to head up, keep going up. So where's that raven gone? It was somewhere around here. And if we are struggling, I'm going to go up a bit higher. I couldn't see it from. So where's it gone? There it is. Right, now that raven should be a lot easier to hit from this angle. So you can follow it round. Yeah. Well, I'm saying it should be a lot easier to hit. I'm sure it will be. When it flies round again, it's going to get a face of axe. There we go. So I'm just going to go a bit higher. I don't think it matters how much power you put. There we are. So that is that raven, and that. Oh, that's the. Hasn't registered yet. Should have done. I don't know why that raven hasn't registered. I'll just come down a bit and we'll have another check. And we'll just head on back to a boat and head on round the lake in a clockwise direction. So we're very annoyed if that hasn't registered, because it's definitely well, it's definitely in the Shores of Nine area, and it's not come up. Now what? Not to worry. It's annoying, but not the end of the world. We'll see what happens when we find the next raven. Yeah. So back the way we came. It possibly would have been quicker to go, keep going round, down that zip line and head across to the Muspelheim Tower. So either way, shows you where the raven is. How you get to the area is up to you. So we'll just keep an eye out on the left. I'll just check well, there's no ravens up there, but that would have been a faster way to come back to a boat. So we'll keep heading on round, keep everything to the left. Some of the ravens that you find will belong to different areas. I'll show you that in a minute. And we're just going to come up on the Isle of Death. I think this is the Isle of Death. Yep, Isle of Death in the Shores of Nine. And the observant amongst you will have noticed that as we landed, there was a raven just peeping his little head out down here. That's already lit up. What's that? So if I click the map back up, no, it's still not registering that I've killed any ravens, which is really annoying. So we'll won't worry about that for now. We'll just keep going because the target itself is coming up, so we know how many ravens are left, and they're all in the Lake of Nine. So was there any ravens up there? I honestly can't remember. I don't think there was.
I see
So,
some loot up there.
yeah, we'll come on round. We'll avoid this area for now. Just pick up some gold as I sail round. Oh, some more gold. We're going to be rich today. And coming on left. Now completely forgotten what we're coming up against. Let's have a look. Quick check of the map if you don't know where you are. That's the Asgard Tower. So yeah. That's that one. Oh, some more gold. If you're not sure what's in, that's the Forgotten Caverns. I'm not sure there's any ravens down there, so we'll just keep on going round. I think we're nearing the the light elf outpost. And I thought there was one sailing up here, but there isn't. So we'll just keep going down here. Ah, now there is one in here. So as you come on behind the Asgard Tower, there's a little beach here. And what you need to do is climb up this wall. And if you just, we just keep going up. You can just see a raven on my right, on the right hand side of the screen. If you don't see him, you'll normally hear him when you get to the top. So you just turn around once you get to the top, look down. Okay. So it looks like we're looking for another 6-7 ravens. I'm not going to make the same mistake of going the back of the way I came last time. We'll head on through into the tower, and there's no lift. So, although I said it was a mistake last time, we're going to have to go back the way we came. We have no other option. We're heading on down, and we'll get back to our boat and head on back around the lake. And hopefully Atreus will just keep his eyes open for any more circling ravens. So back out into the lake. And heading on, I'll just check the map because I thought the something of the ancients was down here. Yep, ruins of the ancient We need to get on the... there's another raven cunningly hidden. It's just on the left hand side. So at the ruins of the ancient, just dive on across, curve round, and it's just sat up there. So that one's a little trickier to find, but once you know it's there, easy to get. And we can head on out. I don't think there's any more in this area of the lake.
There's something down there.
Yep, and there might be something down there, but we don't need to worry about it. I don't think there's any ravens in there. But, that might be famous last words. I might end up missing one and having to come back to this island. Was there one in there? There might be. It might just be worth a quick sail around just to double check. If there's any, it'll be near the Normia box. So, navigating a big circle back to the beach. I'll just rush in, quick look around, and back to the boat because there's no there's a little blue man wanting to kill me, and there's no raven. I'll be back to kill them shortly. I'll just keep going round, heading on out. So as we come round to the left, we'll remember that the oarsmen were here, and there is one at the oarsmen. What you need to do is stop on the beach on the right hand side as you look at it. And, climb on up, turn around, look up on the boat, and right on the prow up there, there's a raven sat sunning themselves. I might need to move back to teach how the axe is going to drop. And, it's annoying. That should have got it. Anyhow, if you are struggling, just try a slightly different position. Even reach it from there, so back to here, go right up, and we'll see if that drops it. So that's 46 of 51. So we'll head back to the boat and head on round in a clockwise direction again. And, always keep a lookout in the skies. Some ravens are just sat there, keeping quiet. Others will actually be flying. So we're just going to curve on round here, and there's a raven there, look, flying around on the left hand pillar. Now you can actually hit it from Burry's storeroom if you're curving round, but I'm fairly certain it's easier to hit from these stone falls. So everything's open. Head on up the chain, and we'll keep to the left, and we'll get that raven. So keep going up. So like I said, that's Burry's storeroom over there. And if you stand on the beach down there, you can sometimes get this raven. But hopefully, and this is famous last words, it's easier to hit from here. So judge it. As you see where your axe is dropping, you need it to drop about there. And judge it for time. You need time and distance. So if you keep aiming, and about there should do it. So, and that's the Stone Falls one. So, right, back to the boat. That's it. There's none in Bury's storeroom. So, but we'll just curve this side of the island because it should be quicker. Can't guarantee that. So, it should be all good. Can't remember which tower that is. So, I remember where we are now. Where we are. We are coming up on the Cliffs of the Raven. So we'll need to go into the Cliffs of the Raven. Depends, doesn't matter. I think we have to beach here, don't we? So we'll beach here and head on into the interior. The easiest place to get the Raven that's on this island, or these cliffs, is right where that puzzle box was. Oh, sorry, the artifact. So we've lost.
Focus up, boy.
Yeah, well, let's put the back out. We've just got. It's annoying when you stop time and you've got the full force of the blast, and for whatever reason, you don't do that. Tackle whales. Oh, look, there's some tackle whales coming to. So that's the last of them. So climb up here. This is where you go to get the artifact. Past the box, and opposite the box, the Raven on the Cliffs of Raven. Shouldn't be too difficult to get. So that's that one. So we've got 3 more Ravens to find. And we've been round the lake. So where are the other ones? Well, one is near the shipwrecks, I know that. I'm going to have to go back to where the shipwrecks are. That's it, so where are the shipwrecks? So they're near the light outposts, Forgotten Caverns. Well, there weren't Stone Falls. Fairly certain there weren't Council of Valkyries. And nothing else at the Muspelheim Tower. Now there's a shipwreck over there, so we need, that'll be where they'd be. So we'll follow that round. And we'll go in. So what we'll do is we'll go, I think we can get to it from either over there.
I wonder what happened to this ship's crew.
Or right at the back. So we'll go right to the back. Some of these ravens are easier to get when the water level's high. Some you have to wait till you drop. This is a dragger that we're going to have to get now. Stopping at the Iron Cove. That's it. Just get rid of these. And we'll climb on up, and there should be a shipwreck around about here. So this is the one that we climb up, least I thought it was. Right, so we need to go back to this side of the shipwreck. Climb up. There's various things. And there should be a raven circling somewhere. Let's have a look. Can we see? Ah, there's a raven. Look. So back over to this side of the boat. Look on up, and you can see the raven circling over there. So I'll just judge where we need to be. I'll throw the X just to judge where we're at. And we'll have it aimed and ready. And that was a bit slow, a bit higher. Sometimes you just got to position it so that you can see where the... And that was too high. So we'll just get ready. And if you've seen the raven just go across. And as soon as it's in the screen, fire. So let's click the screen up. Ah! Shores of 9. Odin's ravens killed, 1 of 1. Well, that's genius. So there is more than one raven on the shores of 9. Anyhow, that's where some of the ravens are, and I'm now going to look, because in the Midgard summary I'm missing 2. So I'll be back with you shortly to tell you where the other 2 are. Right, that's that raven killed. Just a quick check of the Midgard summary. It shows that I'm 2 ravens light. I have found out where they are. Well, I've located on the map. If you are struggling to work out which area you still need ravens in, it shows you up which area. Well, you can see on the right hand side what we're missing. So I've been around the map, and I've predetermined that when I hover over the Forgotten Caverns, well, that says 1 raven's found. That's the shores of 9. But going into the Forgotten Caverns, it says Odin's ravens killed, 1 of 2. So one of the ravens that I need is at the Forgotten Caverns. And as I've gone round the map, everything was virtually full apart from Stone Falls. You can see that I've completed favours, found some artifacts, but something is undiscovered, and that is likely to be the ravens. So we need to go to Stone Falls. But before we go there, we're just going to call in at the Forgotten Caverns to see if we can find that raven. So we'll head on back to the boat. Doesn't matter how many times you play this game, you'll know roughly where they all are. There'll always be 1 or 2 that you forget or lose. It's the same with the lore markers. You'll wander past one, forget to register it, and then wonder which one you haven't found. If you are missing some lore markers, one's normally at Conisgard. It's behind the other one. 2 that are commonly missed are in the Vanaheim Tower. And sometimes you can forget to read the Muspelheim Trials 1 and the Niflheim 1. No, Niflheim. You have to press square. Well, you've maybe done one, but not. If you've done the left, you've forgotten to do the right. If you've done the right, you've forgotten to do the left. So, up there is the Forgotten Caverns. So, how do we get up there? Right. The beach, I believe, was around here. That's it. So, these are the Forgotten Caverns. Let's go up and find some ravens. It's not the... one was on that spinning disc, wasn't it? Okay, I'll just get rid of the... I think could have kept my walls out much quicker than that. And we'll climb. And I'll keep going up. Now this raven, this would have been a raven that's easier to get when the river level, the lake level was high. Much easier than having to climb right the way around here. And I'm only having to climb because I was trying to do all the ravens in one go. so I waited till later in the game, and the lake level had dropped at least twice. Yeah. So I'll head on round. That's it. The Forgotten Caverns aren't that big, and as you can see on the just check there's no dragger coming up round the corner. On the spinning pole, the raven's sat above it. So just fire the axe up there. That's that raven, and we'll just use the zip line to get back to the boat. And we'll head on over to Stone Falls. Now if you remember, we've already been to Stone Falls. And, I forgot to thoroughly explore the area, which means that the raven that we killed at Stone Falls was probably registered somewhere else. So where's Stone Falls is right over there, we're here. So we'll just curve the boat out, and this should make it a faster jet trip. But, if you go the quicker route, you've missed the gold. It's slightly annoying, but not to worry. So, if you remember, we headed on round past this tower. And I said Burry's storeroom is straight in front of us, and there was a raven circling that pole there. And that raven, although killed relatively easily from Stone Falls, was obviously not registered to Stone Falls, and we need to go look round and look for another one. So I think what I'll do this time is I'll head on up here, wait for a gap on the water wheel, and then keep coming across and up past the chain. Atreus quickly jumps on your back before he gets left behind. And this is again, this is another raven that's easier to get when the so once we hit this arena, if you look on the top of the mountain, you'll see a raven just hopping around. So I've wandered around the lake quite a few times, more than I should have done. This one should be the last raven, and that's it. That's the last raven on the Lake of Nine. So some of them are registered different places, but just keep going round, you'll find them. Anyhow, that's all registered. Good luck.